What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another full self-driving beta video. Today we are going to go into downtown Ann Arbor and we're going to push Tesla's full self-driving system pretty hard, find some challenging scenarios, and see how it does. So some drives I make really challenging like today. Some drives I just use the system as I would normally be driving anyway and see how it does. So there's still a lot of work to be done, but it is getting better over time. At the end of this video, I will have some charts with my data of, a really loud road, of interventions per mile, or miles per intervention, I should say, and how it compares to previous drives, previous software versions, things like that. So if you're enjoying the videos, please hit like, get subscribed. It helps the channel and it'll let you know when I post new videos. So doing pretty well here on this road. Obviously no lines, some pretty big potholes and pretty uneven road, but doing fine with all the parked cars and doing fine here. So now we're on a lined road. So we're gonna go right into downtown, right in the middle of it, and then we'll find a few different destinations. I might try going into a neighborhood as well, just to see how that does. So hopefully the car doesn't mess up too bad, but we'll see. I'm fully in control, so nothing will happen if I don't let it. So we're stopping at this stop sign. We should be going. And it gave right away to that car. You can see there in blue, which it shouldn't have done because we arrived at the stop sign first, but it worked out fine because that other person was an aggressive driver, even though the car technically did something incorrect there. Well, the good news for this right turn is, unlike the last video, the car waited for its turn to go. And the last video was trying to go around cars that were stopped at a stoplight, which is obviously inappropriate. And then are we going to go here? There's people crossing the street. We got actually a lot of people. And the car is highlighting them. You can see the dark gray means the car is tracking them. And it's going to wait for them. We, of course, have a red light now. The car will turn right on red. It seems kind of random when it decides to do it or not to do it. Right now it says use accelerator or gear stalk to continue. So I'll probably just leave that for now. I guess we could go. Never sure what to do here. Okay, so we got people crossing in front of us, and then I will tell the car to go. So they're being tracked right now. So if I tell the car it's okay to go, we click that. It's not going to go while there are people there, but then it should begin this right turn. So right on red. Seems like that was something that was added, so a little cautious here, but doing okay. It seems like that was added maybe to help us control no turn on reds, or no right on reds, I should say. But I don't know. It always seems random when the car is deciding to go or not to go right on a red light. So again, highlighted in blue. Best guess is that is right of way. So we should be going here very, very slowly. And that car is also in blue, but then they're not. And the car continues. So, oh, they're good. Oh, man, I just didn't want to freak her out. Okay, so there, now it's waiting for her. If she would have, I mean, that was good for her to stop because she was kind of just running out into traffic. But if she would have been a little more aggressive, the car had already begun to slow. It definitely would have stopped for her. So it says stopping for traffic control here. There's no traffic control there, so I'm going to hit the accelerator and the report button. And again, it's saying that there is no stop sign here, so very strange. I don't think I've had that happen before on this street. I have taken this exact street a bunch of times. And then this is our destination, so I will have to cancel that and put something else in. There we go. We'll put that as our destination. And hopefully the car will route down this street. So it wanted to turn right back there, but it should reroute. Sometimes changing navigation, yeah, in the middle of a route will mess it up like that. Okay, I took over. You're fine. Jeez, freaking out. So it's best to kind of, stop and then put the destination in, as most people would use it. Of course, sometimes during a self-drive, people may change their destination. So Tesla, needs to fix that. But most of the time, you go to your destination and then you pick another one. So kind of stopping there for no reason. That was interesting. I'm actually going to report that as well. That wasn't a stop sign or anything, so shouldn't have stopped there. So we stopped at this stop sign, and there was a guy who started to kind of walk behind the car. He did not use the crosswalk, and then waiting for this guy as well, and continuing, just going very, very slowly, very cautiously. We now have campus security behind us. I don't know, can they give us a ticket? Maybe. I hope not. And again, you see people, they begin to go out into the street and then they go, oh, there's a car, so they stop. And I don't blame them. I would probably do the same thing, especially they're not at a crosswalk or anything. But had they known this car was self-driving, oh, look at that, stopping right of way to them, they may be a little more bold in stepping out in front of them. So we have a car to our right, and the Tesla, I stopped it because it's still creeping out, even though that person is there. So not very good. We have a van coming, and now the Tesla is moving forward, but it is slowing for them. And now is the time to go. We have a lot of traffic. All right, I have to hit the accelerator and take over because it's just not going. And then I went into the wrong lane there. Just so that hesitancy is still there sometimes. And I've had some really good turns, so that was really bad disengagement there. I've had a lot of really, really good turns where it seems like, wow, it really sees the traffic, or it really knows there's no vehicles. It's continuing here. And then you have other ones like that where it's just like, I don't know what it's doing. It's creeping out like into the road, and there's cars coming. So really disappointing to see that. You want it to be more confident in every decision. So, okay, it just was gonna go into the opposite lane to pass this truck. Like that is, how is that even still a problem? Like that is so ridiculous. And okay, what are you doing? Like, what are you honestly doing? I can't even turn the system back on, so I'm currently driving. All right, so coming up to this right turn, we have a green light. The car goes through this right very fast, very nicely. And of course, we have a green light. It shouldn't really hesitate at all. I'm gonna change the speed to 30 just because I think the car will do better. And okay, so we got some cones. We got a Model Y in front of us, same color, pretty much same specs as mine. Oh, that's not good. Don't go that way. There's cones there. Okay, not handling. And you know, this stuff is like, this has nothing to do with the radar. Like, look, it wants to go that way. That has nothing to do with the radar at all. So why is it, I'm not even gonna turn it on because you can see it's gonna go that way. And it can't go that way. So here we go. Now we are, we're in the way here. I'm gonna back up so I'm not in this guy's way. And the car's just not handling these situations very nicely. So it looks like this person is letting me go. I don't know what's up, but I'm gonna just get out of the way there. Oh my gosh, yeah, that was very poor. And you know, one of those situations where the car is just not really ready for that type of construction, I guess. So this blinking yellow, the car's actually doing perfectly. It perfectly ignored that. That was very nice and went through it. If you want to slow down, go for it. Whatever. The car didn't think that it was a yellow light turning to red. That's the main point. We have a squirrel. Oh, the car did not seem to react at all. It kind of did a little swerve too late, of course. So that was pretty interesting that it didn't seem to react until a little too late. But, you know, the good news here on this drive, finally, as you can see, a nice straight road. Man, the car is just doing beautifully. Okay, so I screwed up with the nav there. I wanted to change my destination. So let me just get us going again here so it can reroute. Because I wanted to then take a left. That's my bad. I just want to go back into downtown here. Okay, so it's got to do some weird little turnaround here. Let's see if we can figure that out. So a little weird. Oh, okay, I see. So you have to stop at this line, and then when it turns green, you move forward to take the left. So that's pretty interesting. The car did a great job stopping here, at least. I actually wasn't sure what was going on there myself. Okay, so we continue. We have a green arrow, and very slowly, come on, don't stop in the middle of the intersection. So the car did make it. So that was pretty cool. Pretty unique scenario there with the left turn. And the car handled it okay, not perfectly, but didn't really do anything wrong, just a little slow. So this is a really weird, I don't know why it's choosing this to turn around, but I guess this is all it had in the nav. But this is fine. This is kind of like, you know, if you lived in these apartments, or if you lived in these apartments, then this is how Beta would handle for you when you're leaving home and going into downtown. At this point, though, I think I'd, take the bus or walk or something. So this is, a weird kind of thing I'm seeing a lot is these, it's not a T intersection, but it says stopping for the intersection. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to just keep going. There's no stop sign. There's no intersection there. It's just a bend in the road. Oh, I want to go that way. Hold on. I'm taking over because there's a carpet in the road. Let's see if it'll go around this. Is this a rug or what the heck is this? No, it's not going to go around it. It's just going to drive into that rug. That's great. Great job, Beta. Great job. What is this? This is carpet changing day, I guess. I'm going down to 15 just so I don't freak these people out. Should have no problem going around them. But now we know Beta does not see rolled up carpets. The heck did they got back there? That was weird looking. Okay. So waiting for that car. They were blue. That was very good. There's no other vehicles. It says creeping for visibility. So there you go. I think once you're in the road, you're no longer creeping. You're done creeping and you're going. So see here, it says stopping for traffic control. Yeah. Oh, stopping for crosswalk. Okay, well, you didn't do that on the other way. I don't know. That guy was just in the crosswalk. Maybe because it saw him close to the crosswalk, it was stopping for the crosswalk. But I did hit the accelerator there to intervene because there's someone behind me. I mean, they had plenty of distance. It's not like they're not going to see me stopping, but nobody's in the crosswalk. It's not really an appropriate decision. Do we have this guy walking in the road? The car gives them a little bit of space, gives him a little bit of space, and pretty good. Another thing I notice now with the vision only system, it sees people all over the place, and like there's nobody there. There's nobody here. So I have to hit the accelerator because it actually thought there was somebody in the intersection, I believe, and it was not going to go, is what it seemed like. So moving over here because we have a right turn coming up. So a little tight with the mail truck there, but it did a good job. And the mail truck was behind the white line, so shouldn't be a problem to turn there, and the car did handle it pretty well. So now we have this right turn between these two, pillar things. It displays them as cones. That was pretty tight, but it did fine there. And then we're going to be into downtown. Let's go over this way just to move us through downtown. And we'll probably wrap it up. All right, that was not very good. I don't know why it dove like that. So I obviously had to take over. Again, I'm going to say it was probably because of the rerouting. So I probably just need to make it a habit of canceling Beta, rerouting, and then turning it back on. So turn this back on here. Really tight. I should wait for everything. There we go. So now we have room. So it did seem to wait for his door to close, which was very good. It did not, try to get in the way of those cars that were on the other side of the road. So we're driving on the line, which there's cars so close to the right. It's kind of appropriate in my opinion, especially when nobody's there. So we should wait for this car to our right. Not that we're going to interact with them, but they have the right of way. And then, boom, see, that turn was great. Very confident, moves through it at the perfect speed. We just need every turn to be like that, and we'll be a lot farther along. But unfortunately, there's just a lack of confidence a lot of the time in downtown. Oh, I'm going to lose it. This camera keeps freezing on me, and oh my gosh, it's so annoying. So I hope it caught most of the drive because I checked it at the end and whatever, but the drive was about 10 miles, so hopefully here's all the stats and everything. It made some pretty dumb mistakes, and it was a little disappointing for me because the downtown driving does not seem any better than it did before. And I don't know, so they're kind of redoing things with taking the radar away. I get it, but the mistakes it was making are not really radar related. Now, I'm not a software engineer, so I don't know how that plays into the changes they've made and are going to make in the future, but for now, I was hoping it would be better than that. And it just, I don't know, it wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be. My experience overall with Beta has been better. And the moves it made downtown, the ones it did correctly, they were better. Not that they were incorrect before. It was making a right turn. But the turns that were made were nicer than before. More natural, more smooth, which is awesome. But then some of the mistakes where it kind of creeps out into an intersection and is going too slow. It's okay, that has nothing to do with the radar. You're turning right. The radar only faces forward. So yeah, some mistakes were just not very encouraging for me. But we'll get there. Hopefully I mean, we will keep getting software updates. Who knows how long it's going to take. But hopefully it'll get better with the next kind of like now building on Tesla vision. Things shouldn't change too much hardware wise, I would really hope, going forward. But you know, who knows what Tesla's doing or thinking over there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one, and you will see full self-driving beta in the next video.